Hi, everybody. Welcome back to GameItAll.com E3 presentation for 2021.
Day one recap. Oh yeah.
It's our day one recap. So, yeah, we only had three major shows to go through. Of course, E3 is still going on if you're at twitch.tv/E3 or Twitch Gaming. They're going to cover a lot of the indie games, which all so far the stuff they've shown on there has looked great. Right now, they're actually looking at Lost Ark, which like a Diablo-esque action RPG, which I'm actually excited for. It looks great.
But overall, today for the first three press conferences,
it's a good start.
Yeah, it was good. It was solid. So we saw Ubisoft first. We talked about Ubisoft throughout the press conference. Ubisoft, very solid showing. Tons of good stuff that they showed off. Devolver Digital. Best in show yet again.
I mean, Devolver just knows what its audience is looking for, I think.
They know the comedy of the time. They know how to hit the people with the most like ridiculous shit that's going on in the actual industry, because they talked about subscription plans and NFTs.
Yep. And it was great.
It was amazing. Like it was phenomenal. And also the games they actually showed, Shadow Warrior 3, holy shit, it's over the top bananas.
It's again. Doom with ninjas, and I am 100% here for it.
Yeah, like they just know how to make Shadow Warrior.
Yes.
The other games that they showed,
we'll get to Devolver because I want to go through this kind of in order here in this case. So we should talk about Ubisoft because, of course, we could only stream it on Twitch because of our co-streaming rules. So anybody that's watching this on Facebook and YouTube, unless you were there at like watching the show, we got to cover some of this. So first thing, Ubisoft comes out, they talk about Rainbow Six Extraction, previously known as Rainbow Six Quarantine. Now,
yes,
I think that was actually kind of a surprise for me.
It was extremely different. It wasn't your typical, it's Rainbow Six, you go in, you shoot the bad guys, you shoot the terrorist, and then that's it.
Yeah, it is the Rainbow Six Siege experience for single player people, I think.
Yeah, and also it's Rainbow Six meets like Call of Duty Zombies, kind of.
Yet not, because it does enough different that it's not zombies. It's not Call of Duty Zombies.
It's a mutated virus.
Yeah, it's not that you're dealing with wave after wave. You're going in there to do an specific missions that change per each time you load up the level. So you have some rogue elements, some additional multiplayer
and
elements,
whatnot. So
yeah, that was interesting. The fact that they highlighted that stealth is going to be important to this really made that feel different. And they showed that at the first. It's that like taking out the enemies sneakily works until you fuck up, which I feel like that's going to be me when I start playing. But either way,
overall looked amazing. It's a very unique take on the Rainbow Six franchise, which is what they needed to do.
Like, yeah, because for people like because I mentioned I do love the gameplay of Siege, like the whole being able to shoot through the walls, like
but they kept that.
They kept everything that made Siege amazing.
I love the whole go around, go through the damn wall, and go kill the guy.
Yeah, that was great. Like they made that exactly that, like we were saying, it made it everything that made Siege amazing. The whole how you're moving your weapons, how you like everything's like streamlined, realistic. But you have these alien enemies that add this new element to it, and it was really, really well done. And like, I'm actually excited to give this one a try.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually it's super different, super
And
interesting.
the fact that they also did because people playing Rainbow Six back in the day when it wasn't Siege, it was like the single player campaign type thing. Um, those games were hard. They were hard as hell. You lost. There was a good reason why you lost, and you had to suffer the consequence of having to start the mission over or pushed to a far back checkpoint. They kept something very similar with this, with the whole if one of your operatives dies in battle,
Well, it gets captured.
he'll get captured, and when they get captured, you have to go and rescue them. So your character progression and items that's attached to that character is going to be gone until you go back and rescue them. And that was a cool concept. I enjoyed that. It gives that sense of, yes, I don't want to lose everything here. I have the option to escape on this next part here. So maybe I don't want to do that. I want to leave. And that made it very, very interesting. I think this could be I don't know if I want. It's not going to be a sleeper hit for them because there's enough people.
It's a unique experience.
Yeah.
It's a departure of the norm, which is a good thing.
Yes, exactly.
Better than Battlefield 2142. Better 2042.
2042. We're still 100 years off.
Well, whatever. I'm living in the past or the future. Yeah. What was next?
Then they did show off a bit of they brought back Rocksmith. Now Rocksmith for the last year or 2 years, I believe, has actually kind of been on a hiatus. So there wasn't any new DLC, there wasn't any new updates or content coming to the game, and for all intents and purposes, Rocksmith 2014 enhanced, whatever you want to call it, it was kind of dead in the water. And now we are getting a subscription-based Rocksmith.
It died because EA and Activision tried to revive Guitar Hero or Rock Band.
I don't think that's the reason why it died, because Rocksmith kind of had
it was its own thing, but I don't know. Maybe people just got bored of it, or
no. I don't think it had anything to do with the people or anything like that, because it did have a strong following, and it was big enough that people were going in with the DLC and everything like that. But I think they just ran to a point that they're like, we want to do something new, but we can't take our time between the two, like releasing our DLC
regular content
and doing what we're doing here. And when they're with the thing that they were doing here is they're making a subscription-based system. So Rocksmith Plus, because Disney, taking everything that they learned with Rocksmith 2014, adding a lot new features, the ability to create your own riff repeater system.
Well, and also the ability to use your phone as the pickup.
And that's great. That's something that they have tried with 2014 with by adding the microphones as a additional output. So you did have acoustic available, but I hadn't actually tried it myself, so I don't know if it was a strong point. This being the way it is, if it's going to be a subscription based and we have access to it through consoles and through your computer and through your phone, I could see this being a bigger thing, especially. And now that the acoustic take is on it as well, that's definitely going to make things very interesting.
Yeah, so I'm intrigued to see what they do.
What the hell happened there? Oh, I hit enter on accident.
Oh, clicking buttons on the keyboard.
I accidentally hit
but no, like, yeah, I'm intrigued to see what they do with it. It's very different compared to previous entry.
Yeah, it's definitely much different. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised, and I'm really happy to see that they're still going to do this and keep it going.
Yeah.
What else do we have here?
Riders. Was it Riders Republic?
Yeah, Riders Republic. That was it.
So Riders Republic, they showed more of it. It's essentially Steep meets Trials.
Yeah, the first time we saw Riders Republic, like, I think that was E3, the last E3 that we had.
Yes.
It didn't interest me that much because, yes, it looked like Steep. Like, and Steep was good and all, but
it wasn't. It was just okay.
I'm glad we got it for PlayStation Plus, and I didn't go out and buy it. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but the thing with Riders Republic is that it does look. They added a lot of stuff that makes it look like freaking Trials.
Yeah. Well, it's Trials in 3D.
Yeah, and so they showed off. There's more of an arcade feel to it, and you have people that are doing like snowboarding tricks, going crazy, like high flips and high flying stuff.
Also mountain biking and whole whack of other stuff.
Now, the mountain biking part where they showed was really cool because they did show some first person in this as well, and it looked great. Aside from that, you also have some rocket powered jetpacks, which, yes, absolutely. I just, the more this game went off the rails, the more I was excited for it.
Well, and it had that SSX, like, tricky kind of feel to it. It was over the top, crazy bananas, and they just didn't care.
Exactly. That's what we kind of needed and wanted from Riders Republic.
Yeah. So I'm intrigued to see more on this. It's supposedly, they said something that it's coming out on the 2nd of September, I think.
September. It's a September release.
Yeah. So September 2nd, which is pretty soon. So yeah,
not too far off, and I'm excited to see a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And we also got a
Ubisoft sports game. What?
Oh yeah, Ubisoft sports game. Yes.
Just Dance 2022. So
yeah,
it's another yearly release. It makes money and it's not full price, so I'll give them that. It's not full price.
It's coming to everything again, except for the Wii, not the Wii on this time.
And the Wii U. But was last year, it was the year before. It came to the Wii, but did not come to the Wii U, and I'm like,
why?
Well, 13 million units versus 101 million units. You know,
yeah,
big difference.
Yeah, that's true. We also got to see some more of Far Cry 6 and some plans of the DLC that's coming.
Yeah, their season pass.
Of their season pass.
And
yeah, so the season pass, so if it's the season pass, then I'm assuming each villain is going to be a DLC in this case, because the whole concept is that you're going of the season pass is you're going to have Vaas, Pagan Min, and Joseph Seed as playable characters for Far Cry 6. Now, it looks like it's going to be a full additional mission.
Yeah, or, well, like, additional add-on. It might take place within the original game that it was from. And
Likely.
maybe build on more of who the character is and where they came from. Like, before the events of their game. Of what made them become these people.
Yeah. So it's
because on the video of AJ, well, like talking to AJ, essentially it was a video of him when he was younger, and his mother was there.
Yeah. So that's that's going to be.
They could be essentially prequels to the events of 3, 4, and 5, and also something to do with Blood Dragon.
Yes, because we also had a Blood Dragon throw. You know what? I'm just going to assume that with what we've seen here. Oh yeah, no, here it is. Season Pass also includes Far Cry 3's DLC Blood Dragon.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so we're getting Blood Dragon on new consoles.
That's fine. Blood Dragon was great.
Pass. So
yeah, Blood Dragon was amazing.
They're doing what they're doing with Far Cry 5, because you had Far Cry 3 remastered part of the season pass.
Smart.
Yeah,
smart.
I'm good with that, especially if you bring back Blood Dragon. That's
Blood Dragon was amazing. VCR tracking, come on. I do want to see more for Far Cry. Game's coming out October 7th, so I do want to play it. It looks great. What's his name is an amazing bad guy. So, yeah.
Then we also got some new content for Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yes.
Which this is actually going to be, according to Ubisoft, the first time that they are going to extend their content into a second year for Assassin's Creed. And like we were also given a appropriate tease that Elvor is not done with Odin just yet. So I'm expecting some new DLC that's going to be, of course, more mystic, probably more focused on
the gods and everything else.
Yes. So I am pumped for that.
That's cool. That's cool. More Assassin's Creed, and next year they'll show off the new game that they'll be releasing next year.
Likely.
So, and then we got Mario and Rabbids.
So the Mario and Rabbids teaser was real, absolutely, and a proper full-on sequel is coming, which is Mario Galaxy plus Rabbids.
Yeah,
I mean the Rabbids are now fused with the Lumas. And there's a Rosalina Rabbid.
Yep.
So yeah,
it's keep going more down the crazy. It's still tactical strategy game. It's still over the top crazy. It looks great. I'm excited for it. Just a lot more.
Yeah, and we got images of dual wielding Mario, Luigi with a bow.
Going full blown Halo,
Yeah,
all the things.
giant tiger, alien, rabid mix monster. And it looks like it's now more of a RPG as well because they were showing a lot more running around and then running into an enemy and the battle starts rather than getting to a field. So
Yeah,
there's probably a little more of a kind of a more of a RPG element to us.
that's fine.
That was oh yeah, of course we can't forget the
Oh,
big announcement. Okay, remember when Ubisoft used to release the save the best for last? Like we got that
yeah, we
amazing
got.
trailer for Watch Dogs.
Well, we got Watch Dogs 1, which was like, holy fuck, what is this? And then we got The Division.
And still, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
This is
it was
awesome.
amazing. And then the game released, and it wasn't that amazing. Same as Watch Dogs. But they made up with The Division 2 and also Watch Dogs 2, and then Watch Dogs Legion. So, it was all
Now,
good. They
so
did it again.
the big release, the big announcement was that we got our first trailer for Avatar. That's James Cameron's Avatar, not the good one. Also debatable because if you did that, never mind. Yeah, so I don't know. I said this during our stream. Avatar wasn't a amazing thing for me. It was a product of its time though, where it was, hey, we're going to go watch Avatar because it's one, James Cameron's next big movie, and two, like the first major movie I'm going to go see in 3D. Like aside from that, I'm not interested in the sequels that are coming. The multiple sequels, by the way, and the new game.
I'll believe it when I see the sequels.
The,
But
the game doesn't look bad for the pre-rendered CGI
yeah, but
trailer.
it's just pre-rendered. There's
Yeah,
nothing real to it. I don't even know
what's going to
what
happen? Are
kind
we
of
going to play as the
gameplay.
Navi? Are we playing as the humans? Or is it
What's the whole point of the game? Okay, if you're playing as the Navi, you're gonna go fight in the humans. There's gonna be a war. You're gonna kill people. Okay, cool, but
well, okay. So here's the thing: we do know a couple things. It's made in the Snowdrop engine, so same engine that they use for
Division.
Division and a few other of their games. We
It
also know
looks
that's
it looks
massively.
great.
Yeah,
What?
it massively is also the team behind it, which is the team that brought us the Division. So, if we're taking on that, it could be the Division Pandora. You know, that could be it. It's hard to say though because we didn't get any gameplay. So
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like, oh my god, this is like the greatest end all be all. It's just okay.
here,
It is what it is.
here's the worst thing because Ubisoft Ubisoft has the Avatar game. They did announce that they're doing Avatar a long while ago, so this is just the trailer to confirm it. But recently, they also announced that they have a Star Wars game in the line.
Yeah, what happened to that?
We could have you guys could have teased us with that, and I think
Yeah,
we
are
probably would
you
have been
making
better.
1313? Can I get that?
It's also another game by Massily, so it's hard to say. It's probably going to
It'll
be
probably be Division set into Star Wars.
Division huts.
Ah, 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 ah. You could be in the world of 1313. It's a dark, dingy place. You're going in third-person shooter. You play as Boba Fett. Pa 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 pa. Yeah, okay. I'll
Yeah, I
buy
mean,
that.
Yes, if that's the case, but also we didn't get any announcement or trailer from that, so you know,
One
it's
can hope.
one can hope. But Avatar being the game that you close out on, just kind of like I said, I honestly do not like. I don't know why anyone's like. Would
They're
anyone
getting
be super hyped about it?
they're getting paid a bunch of money from James Cameron.
That's it. Disney and James Cameron, right there.
So, but the big things were Far Cry and Mario.
Well, for me, it was Rocksmith. I once knowing that this new Rocksmith setup, and the fact that it's going to be a subscription based style, like Rocksmith is a game that works for subscription, just because of how much of the DLC is going to happen. This is what Activision wanted to do, by the way. Like this is what they wanted to do with the latest
Guitar Hero Live.
Yeah, Guitar Hero Live. But I definitely know that they didn't have the push to do it.
Well, it wasn't the proper time.
It wasn't the proper time. It wasn't the proper game, and people just in generally did not care for Guitar Hero Live.
Well, because it was in 2009.
It was in 2009, and it wasn't what that controller was just weird.
So
three on top, three on bottom. No, you have a real guitar. You have this thing right here, and you get to just play and learn. And that's the thing. It's a learning tool as a subscription-based thing.
Well, that's what they said. Perfect. They kept saying it's a learning experience.
Yeah, that's always been the thing with Rocksmith. The Rocksmith never made it out to be a game. It made itself to be a learning tool, and it was an educational game. Only instead of learning math for babies, you're learning guitar. You're learning how to shred. You're doing that. You're doing the thing that the pick of destiny is supposed to do for you.
Where's Jack Black?
He shows up in a few DLC already.
Wait a minute. Why wasn't Jack Black presenting Rocksmith? What the hell?
COVID?
No, he's too busy shooting that movie.
Yeah, he's too busy being Claptrap.
Okay. All right, so yeah, that was Ubisoft. But yeah, Mario and Rabbids and Far Cry for me.
So the next part was Devolver.
Oh my god! Oh
definitely,
my
god. Like we were saying, Devolver, they know their comedy for what their audience.
They know how to make a press conference the most absurd, over the top, what the fuck, everyone's gonna die kind of press conference. And
like, I remember the first time we saw the press conference, the first press conference, we were like,
what is this?
What did we just watch?
Well, and also it was like 10 minutes long. They only showed
one game.
Fuck. What was the game?
I don't even remember.
It was Serious Sam.
Yeah, they only showed off Serious Sam, and that was
it was a top-down shooter, old school Serious Sam game.
Yeah, that was it. And
the rest of it was like completely bananas.
and yet it was the best thing we saw that weekend.
Well, yeah, and then afterwards they did it again the next year, and then they did it again then a year after that, and then they did it again.
Escalating this.
They did it again this year.
Yeah, they show more stuff.
Their main joke was the Devolver. What was it? Devolver Max Pass Plus. I mean, premium content. Loved it.
There was a few really cool looking games there.
Yeah, Shadow Warrior 3 looked amazing.
Shadow
The
Warrior 3,
freaking the
Wizard with Guns.
Wizard with Guns, the Ghost of Shima kind of game with the
Walk to
samurais.
Yumi. Walk to Yumi. That
Oh,
was, I'm especially interested in that because it looks like I'm
it's
not sure what to even
it's
describe it
side
as.
scroller, black and white, and it's just amazing.
Yeah,
And it's for next gen.
I am really excited to see more of that one. I want to
Yep.
know what is, because it looks very, very interesting, and of course, samurais are always a cool thing to
Yep.
work with.
Wizard with Guns,
Wizard with
phenomenal,
Guns, that
over the
looks
top, crazy.
like I was sold on just based on that little animation they were doing. I was like, this looks great. I don't know what it is, but I kind of want more of it. We got the top down shooting roguelike, and I'm like, yeah, I'm this is up my alley. I am right here for that. There was one game though. I'm not a player, like card based player, but what was that one in?
Uh,
I forgot the title. It was
in something.
let me pull it up here.
Inscription.
Inscription. That's it. Inscription. I I was looking at that. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. I'm not sure. I like the design, and then by the end of the trailer, things just go fucking off the wall, and it
Yeah.
becomes a crazy horror game, and that's when it pulled my attention. I'm curious. It has my attention. I want to know more about it because a horror-based card game sounds very. I'm not sure how it will work, but I want to see it.
It's very mad. Then you get out of the room and then you go do shit. It's weird.
Yeah.
Also, Death's Door, that weird like
I'm
roguelite,
definitely.
interesting as fuck.
I'm a huge fan of that genre, so it's definitely already up on my list now. That I'm like, yes, okay, roguelike, top down, action adventure. You have my name written on it. I'm coming down to freaking play it.
Also, I'm on a shitter. I don't know if that's
Yes.
real or not.
Okay. I gotta bring up. Let 1 second. 1 second. We're doing this fucking live. Let's do this. I am going on the Play Store right now.
I didn't see it when I went on it.
I might be a little bit late.
What was it called?
Devolver Tumble. Okay, Devolver.
I didn't see it when I went on there.
Now it must be fake.
Or you might have to go on their actual like website. Also,
yeah, that's right. They had a website.
Yeah, what was the deal with all the damn chili dogs? They had so many chili dogs.
Okay, let's see if the okay, hold on. I'm gonna do this. We are totally going to that website right now. Okay, here. All right. So Devolver Max Pass, future freemium purchase games. Oh yeah, okay, and they're showing Inscription, Devolver Tumble Time. There we go. Coming to mobile, pre-registered today. Really?
It's a thing.
Oh my god, it is going to be a thing, isn't it?
Yep. That's amazing.
Let me tell you about this free video game. Oh Jesus. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it looks great.
Open trash. Shoots cannons in an arc. Oh my god.
Cause they can.
I'm loving this. You know what? That's happening. Like if this is real, it's happening. I'm definitely going to be playing that.
So after they had this, they also had Demon Throttle. Like old school 8-bit freaking hard as balls game.
Yes.
That's only coming physical.
Awesome. You know what? Awesome.
That's what she said. She's like, it's only physical. There is no digital whatsoever.
It's kind of weird for, with a company called Devolver Digital.
I don't know. It's probably bullshit, but
probably
it's.
But their problem with Devolver's stuff is I'm not sure if half the shit that comes out of their mouth is actually going to happen.
They're probably digital, but they're probably making a deal with that company to release a physical version of it.
Probably.
So,
speaking of which, I gotta check something on there. It just keeps saying, if you go to subscribe, it just keeps saying your subscription is active.
It's funny. And that was pretty much their press conference. It was phenomenal. It was over the top crazy. It was like 25 minutes. It was amazing. It's a must watch.
Oh yes.
A lot of their games were very well done. So I'm intrigued to see more of it.
Oh man, at least they did the smart thing and was like, all that clothes and everything that you saw, they're all listed as sold out on their store.
That's great.
Because I remember the freaking Bitcoin thing that they had.
And then also at the end of the fucking press conference, they were gonna sell people NFTs, which were non-fuckable or non-something.
With fit. Fuck whip it. Fuck, I don't.
How they said
it was amazing.
Tapes. So literally, they're gonna sell people videotapes, and they're gonna break the clip so you can't re-record over the tape. I'm like, that is phenomenal. So yeah, the press conference was phenomenal. I loved it. And then we had Gearbox. So it all.
I missed out on Gearboxes.
All right. So Gearbox, it all started with Randy Pitchford being on set for Borderlands. He talked to Eli Roth for a bit to talk about how the movie's going, the casting a bit, and all this and that. And then once they went over how it's going and this and that, you just watch their press conference to see what he said. They talked about it. They showed off a hell of a lot of Homeworld 3. They had like 3 different teasers for Homeworld 3. It was weird. Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Looks
down.
fucking phenomenal. Looks amazing, and it is coming early 2022. So probably January or February we'll be getting that. It looks great. Butt Stallions, come on. What more do you want? But overall, the game just looks phenomenal. Then they had this weird game, Tribes of Midgard, which was this like top-down kind of, I don't know. It was weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also we got the news that Godfall is coming to PS4.
Yes.
Because,
they want to make money off the game.
Yeah, and nobody has a PS5. So yeah, no. You know what? I didn't get to play Godfall yet. I also don't have a PS5, so that's one of the reasons.
Yeah, but also I didn't feel like paying $90 for. It didn't look
looter
like
slasher.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was a $90 game. Like maybe for $60 I'd pick it up.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that too. But it's yeah, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see how it comes over and what they're going to do with it at that
Yeah.
point.
And then after that, they had another showing of Homeworld 3, saying, "Hey, we're doing Homeworld 3."
Just fresh reminder that we're doing Homeworld 3.
Yeah, just you probably saw it already, but just heads up, we're doing Homeworld 3. And then they Randy Pitchford got to talk to Kevin Hart about him doing Borderlands movie. Yes.
Yeah.
So
overall,
we'll see how that goes.
For being the first time that we're doing a digital E3, it wasn't an overall bad performance. And I mean, Ubisoft has done some digital showings anyways with Ubisoft Forward before. And I think this is going to be the first time Microsoft is going to have that.
Yes. So
this is the first time E3 itself has been digital, but we've seen all these companies learn how to do it.
Well, Nintendo has done digital for the past couple years. It's been 6 or 7 years,
at least. Maybe even more.
It's not unusual, and Sony had their State of Play 2 years ago.
Yeah, they started doing that. I'm surprised no State of Play for during this whole thing, but
Sony's just being Sony. I think they're just being difficult.
We have some difficult.
They're just being difficult, and but tomorrow, big showing from Microsoft / Bethesda. It's going to be huge. They're for sure going to show us Halo, guaranteed, because that's coming out this year. Going to see a ton of Halo. Yeah. We're going to see Forza Horizon 5, which is supposedly set in Mexico. And that's supposedly coming out in the fall. I'm excited for that. And then, and hopefully, maybe some Fable 4, coming out from Playground Games, the people that do frickin' Forza Horizon.
So yeah, we have
and Bethesda. And frickin' Bethesda.
And we have Bethesda to look forward to as well. So there's
in the same press conference. So they're supposed to show off Starfield, something to do with Wolfenstein, maybe Elder Scrolls 6, The Peepers, fucking Tokyo.
Ghostlight, yeah, or Ghostwire.
Ghostwire Tokyo. I'm still excited for that, and then
Yes,
we'll
absolutely.
see who Phil buys out. He'll sign the
Again,
contract right on stage.
yeah, we'll have
The
to wait and see on
yeah,
that, but
yeah, it should be interesting.
should be very interesting. I'm excited. So we will be back for the Microsoft showing tomorrow for sure.
What time's that
Uh,
at?
that is if we're in Atlantic. Blah, 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 blah.
Uh,
2 p.m.
okay.
So we'll have our pre-show a little bit earlier. Well, just a little bit earlier than that, and then we'll have that will be once again exclusive to our Twitch channel. So please join us on twitch.tv/gameitall.com. It's spelled out the dot, and that
Dot
will be
dot
here.
dot.
We'll be here to, especially, we're going to be talking about the two major shows for us is going to be the Microsoft, Xbox, and Bethesda show, as well as the Square Enix presentation,
Oh yeah,
which
they have
is
their thing
immediately
tomorrow.
out. Yeah,
Maybe they'll show off their From Software game.
maybe. And of
Ooh,
course, we won't be
FF6
watching
FF16.
F16. Yes, and maybe the next big content for Outlanders and or Outriders, and we have a lot of other stuff that we can. Oh yeah, we also have Avengers because we forget about that. But War for Wakanda is coming soon, so Black Panther, excited for that part. You know what? People shit on of the Avengers game. I think it is still neat.
It had a horrible launch.
It had a horrible launch. It's getting better. It's unfortunate it had
Well,
a horrible launch, but
when they said games as a service, I was like, "Hells no, this is shit," and it was
yeah,
shit.
single player campaign was good though.
Yeah, but games as a service always fails.
It does. It really
It's a
does.
bad word. So sounds good. So we will do this all over again tomorrow. We will talk about Microsoft and Bethesda and Square. I'm very excited to see what Microsoft does because they've been on the roll lately. And also with their whole xCloud for the TV. I'm excited for that. Did you hear about that?
That's the TV Xbox.
Yeah, you won't need to buy, like, some TV manufacturers that have smart TVs will be able to implement, like, add a Netflix or a YouTube app. You'll have an Xbox app that you'll be able to stream the game to the TV, and all you need to buy is an Xbox controller, and you'll be able to do xCloud on the TV.
So Microsoft wants to do a Stadia.
Yes, but the service actually works because I tried xCloud on my phone and it actually works.
Okay, yeah.
So it's to hit those people that don't buy a console. So there's
True.
let's say 3 billion gamers on the planet. And let's say about 10%, less than 10% own a console. The rest of them are on their phones or their TVs or their computer. They want to hit those people. And even if you don't have a smart TV, they'll sell you a streaming stick and a controller for let's say maybe $100, and you'll be able to subscribe to Game Pass for like $12 a month and have access to all the exclusive first party titles day one without having to drop $600, $700, $800 for a console. So, and you can play Halo day one, Gears of War day one, Forza day one, any of the Bethesda games day one, included in your subscription, and you don't have to pay $90 for the freaking game, and you don't physically own it. So I'm excited for that. So yeah.
All right. So, yeah, I'm drawing a blank now. Okay.
All right.
No, but
That's it.
that is it for our show tonight. I
That's
will
day
be back
one.
on. That is day one. I will be back on later, streaming something. I'm going to likely be playing some games, and I'll be online with it. So
Yeah.
definitely
I don't
stop
have
by
the bandwidth to do that
yet.
yet. The cables are there. They're at the phone pole, but they're not in my house yet. I will be getting my 1.5 gigabits per second internet connection.
Soon.
They hook me up, and I have real bandwidth. And I will be playing Ratchet and Clank when I go downstairs. It's going to be glorious.
All right. So
All
we'll
right,
see you
cool.
guys. We will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
I think we should play us out.
Da-